How's it going, everybody? My name is Philip, and today I'm going to be reacting to the history of Aston Villa. Now, as you can see, I am a supporter of Aston Villa, and I'm from the U.S., which, you know, half the times it seems like if you're from the U.S., a lot of the times you either go for fucking, like, United, City, Chelsea, or Liverpool. You know, you go for, they normally gravitate towards the big clubs. You know? And I don't know. When I first started fully watching Villa, they were relegated, so they were in the championship, and I remember I had such a hard time trying to find them, trying to find the games to watch. I don't know really why why I chose Villa, or why I was gravitated toward Villa, but I did, and so I don't know. I don't know. So obviously I bought a jersey, as you do, when you support a team. I bought a jersey. I like this one. I really like this one, which is why I bought this one. And then you can probably tell in the little corner right there, I have another one, and then I over here have a scarf as well. Probably should put that on, but it's too hot, and I am already kind of sweating in this as it is, which sucks. But after the 3-0 win against Everton, looking good. Hopefully they can build off this win. Definitely a bounce back after the 3-0 loss against Chelsea, which sucked. But, I mean, they did kind of shoot themselves in the foot with one goal that kind of just gave them the momentum. But, I mean, it is what it is. That happens in the sport. And so I'm interested to watch the club history. This is as of 2014. I did read some of the comments. Normally I don't read any of the comments. But I will say that they say it's a great history lesson, except for this guy is clearly reading his script. So this is back in 2014. He's probably learned a lot since then. And listen, I'm down. I'm okay with listening to a guy literally reading off a script, reading a letter, whether it's a Wikipedia page or whatever. I'm still trying to fully learn a lot about the club. Okay. From what I understand, from what I do know, I think, or from what I think I know, let's go with that one. From what I think I know, the club was formed. Obviously, so it was 1874. It was formed under a lamp post or something like that by a cricket team. I think. Another thing that I think I remember hearing is that the team won. I don't know if it was the Champions League. They won some sort of cup trophy. They won some sort of something with like the lowest amount of players possible, I guess. I don't know. It was like 14 players, maybe like a little bit more than that. I'm not really sure. I think I heard that somewhere. I don't even know if that's real. It might just be someone talking out their ass and saying, "Oh yeah, no, they won it with like very small amounts of people." Not that that's how English people sound. It could have just been an American and they don't know anything about it. I don't know. Point is, I'm interested to see the history. Whether this is a good video to watch or not, I don't really know. Let me know in the comment section below on what other Aston Villa videos I should watch. I could wear my classic. What's not class? I don't know if I mean it's like their typical colors, the claret and cobalt colors. But I don't really know if that counts as classic, because it's, I don't know. Anyways, point is, I could wear that one next time. Give you another little nice little. I don't have the new one. I'm just gonna throw that out there right now. I'm trying to save up so I can buy a new camera so that I don't look so pale half the time. But I do want to get a new one. But if there's another video that maybe explains things differently or whatnot, let me know in the comment section below, and I will give that a watch as well. I want to learn a lot more about the history of Aston Villa. There's a lot of stuff about building Villa Park. I would love to come to Villa Park at some point in the future. As soon as everyone gets their heads out their asses and gets, starts. I don't know of a nice way of putting this, but when people get their heads out their asses, which I don't think there's a nice way of putting it after I start with that. And this whole virus is done with, and we're moving past it, and life goes back to normal, whichever normal was for you. Like running around naked in your backyard, for all I care. I don't Doesn't matter. I can't do that, unfortunately, because neighbors. If only I didn't have neighbors. But I've gotten way off track. But let me know in the comment section below what else I should react to next. And subscribe for more sports content. I'm doing a lot of sports, whether it's AFL, which is Australian Rules Football, for those of you that have not watched that yet. It's crazy. Definitely give that a watch. And I'm going to be doing one on the San Jose Earthquakes, which is my local team that I am able to actually go watch live and in person. When people are not insane and saying, I don't want to wear a mask because it's my freedom. It's... People piss me off. Just want to fucking fart in their faces and like, yeah, guess what? If you had a mask, it wouldn't be so bad. Also, enjoy the... Never mind. I'm not even going to give you visuals. Probably be best if I stop there. So let's check out the history of Aston Villa.
Hello and welcome to my channel. Before we start, please press the like button and subscribe button.
Definitely check them out.
Enjoy the video.
If you like it, know that this was
Aston Villa
2014.
Football Club was formed in March 1874 by members of the Villa Cross Wesleyan Chapel in Handsworth, which is now part of Birmingham. The four founders of Aston Villa were Jack Hughes, Frederick Matthews, Walter Price and William Scattergood. Aston Villa's first match was against the local Aston Brook St Mary's rugby team. As a condition of the match, the Villa side had to agree to play the first half under rugby rules and the second half under football rules. Villa soon...
There was two different rules? Hold on. Were they playing the same sport? Are we talking about football? Like, we're talking about soccer right here, right? There was rugby rules? Like, you're able to... I don't know. Interesting.
Established himself as one of the best teams in the Midlands, winning their first honour, the Birmingham Senior Cup in 1880, under the captaincy of Scotsman George Ramsay. The club won its first FA Cup in 1887, with captain Archie Hunter becoming one of the game's first household names. Aston Villa were one of the dozen teams that competed in the inaugural Football League in 1888. We've won the...
See, and this is why I said I'm fine with him obviously not practicing this before, because I'm still trying to learn the team. Okay? So if, as long as I could pick up the words and understand what's being said, I'm fine with it. So obviously they're talking about the inaugural. Okay? Chill out. Relax. I'm fine with it. So if there's, again, like I said, if there's another video you'd like me to react to on a better history of Villa, let me know in the comment section below and I'll give it a watch.
Club's directors, William McGiger, being the club's founder. Aston Villa emerged as the most successful English club of the Victorian era, winning no fewer than 5 league titles and 3 FA Cups by the end of Victoria's reign.
Nice.
In 1897, the year Villa won the double, they moved into their present home, the Aston Lower Ground. Supporters coined the name Villa Park. No official declaration listed the ground as Villa Park. Aston Villa won their 6th FA Cup in 1920.
So I did kind of always just call it Villa Park. Not gonna lie, I didn't realize that there was... I kind of just figured that was the name. I guess I didn't realize, because, you know, sounds like Earthquakes PayPal Park. Everyone, I think, just calls it Earthquake Stadium. Oh, we're just going to the Quakes game, you know, something like that. So we don't, yeah, I guess it doesn't really matter what the sponsor of it is called or whatever. Is it sponsored? Are their stadiums sponsored? Because I know that it changes here all the time. Because the Earthquake Stadium used to be called Avaya Stadium. That was the first original name, and then they changed it to Earthquake Stadium because Avaya wasn't the sponsor anymore, and now it's PayPal for the next decade. So, yeah, let's rewind that a bit.
Coined the name Villa Park. No official declaration listed the ground as Villa Park. Aston Villa won their 6th FA Cup in 1920. Soon after, the club began a slow decline that led to Villa, at the time the most famous and successful clubs in world football, being relegated in 1936 for the first time to the 2nd division.
Wow.
This was largely the result of a dismal defensive record. They conceded 110 goals in 42 games, 7 of
Jeez.
them coming from Arsenal's Ted Drake in their infamous 1-7 or 7-1 defeat at Villa Park.
Damn.
Like all English clubs, Villa lost 7 seasons to the Second World War, and that conflict brought several careers to a premature end.
Damn.
The team was rebuilt under the guidance of former player Alex Massey for the remainder of the 40s. Aston Villa's first trophy for 37 years came in the 1956-57 season when another former Villa player, Eric Houghton, led the club to the record 7th FA Cup final win, defeating the Bushy Babes of Manchester United in the final.
The Bushy Babes?
The team struggled in the league though and were relegated 2 seasons later due to large parts to complacency. However, under the stewardship of manager Joe Mercer, Villa returned to the top flight in 1960 as second division champions. The following season, Aston Villa became the first team to win the Football League Cup.
Okay.
Mercer's forced retirement from the club in 1964 signalled a period of deep turmoil. The most successful club in England was struggling to keep pace with changes in the modern game, with Villa being relegated for the third time under Mark Dick Taylor in 1967. The following season, the fans called for the board to resign as Villa finished in 16th in the second division.
Damn.
With the mountain debts and Villa lying at the bottom of Division 2, the board sacked Cummins, the manager brought to replace Taylor, and within weeks the entire board resigned over overwhelming pressure from fans. After much control of the club was brought by London financier Pat Matthews, who also brought in Doug Illis as chairman. However, new ownership could not prevent Villa being relegated to the third division for the first time at the end of the 1969-70 season. However, Villa gradually began to recover under the management of former club captain Vic Crowe in the 1971-72 season, where they returned back into the second division as champions with a record 70 points.
Nice.
In 1974, Ron Saunders was appointed manager. His brand of no-nonsense man management proved effective, with the club winning the League Cup the following season, and at the end of the 1974 season, they were taken back into the first division and into Europe.
Oh, nice.
Villa were back among the elite as Saunders continued to mound a winning team. They culminated in 7 top-flight league title in 1980 to the surprise of commentators and fans. Saunders quit halfway through the 1981 season after falling out with the chairman. With Villa in the quarter-final of the European Cup, he was replaced by the softly spoken assistant manager, Tony Barton, who guided the club to a 1-0 victory over Bayern Munich in the European Cup final in Rotterdam.
So that's the Europa League.
Of the Peter Whiff goal.
Right, that's the Europa
League.
The
following season,
now, right?
Villa were crowned European Super Cup winners, beating Barcelona in the final.
So that would be
Pinachor
UEFA Champions League.
Villa Fortress declined sharply for the most of the 1980s. In relegation in 1987, this was followed by promotion the following year under Graham Taylor and a runners-up position in the first division in the 1989-90 season. Aston Villa were one of the founding members of the Premier League in 1992 and finished runners-up to Manchester United in the season. For the rest of the 90s, Villa went through 3 different managers and their league positions were inconsistent.
Damn.
Although they did win 2 League Cups and regularly achieved the UEFA Cup qualification. However, Villa reached the FA Cup final in 2000 but lost 1-0 to Chelsea in the last game to be played at the old Wembley Stadium.
Yeah, look at that old
Again,
Chelsea
Villa's
logo though.
League position continued to
Emblem.
get worse under several different managers, and things came to a head in the summer of 2006 when David O'Leary left. After 23 years as chairman and single best shareholder, Doug Ellis finally decided to sell his stake in Aston Villa due to ill health. After much speculation, it was announced that the club was to be bought by American businessman Randy Lerner, owner of NFL franchise the Cleveland Browns.
Oh, no, see, that's the issue right there. That's an issue right there. Cleveland Browns, from what I understand, so I don't watch American football. From what I understand, the Browns suck shit. There's a joke that I know. I'm gonna take the Browns to the Super Bowl, and they're talking about go taking a shit. Literally, they're talking about taking a poop. So what the fuck? Okay, just thought I'd throw that in there, just so people would know if anyone is watching this and didn't know.
Arrival of the new owner in Lerner and the manager of Martin O'Neill marked the start of a new period at Villa Park. The sweeping changes occurred throughout the club, including a new badge, a new kit sponsor, and team changes in the summer of 2007. The first cup final of the Lerner era came in 2010 when Villa were beaten 2-1 in the League Cup final.
Damn.
Villa made a second trip to Wembley in that season, losing 3-0 to Chelsea in the FA Cup semi-final. Just 3 days before the opening day of the 2010-11 season, O'Neill resigned as manager with immediate effect. Reserve team manager Kevin MacDonald took over as caretaker manager, before the club appointed Gerald Hoyler as permanent manager in September 2010. Hoyler stepped down in 1st of June 2011 and was replaced by Birmingham City manager Alex McLeish. Despite numerous protests from fans against his appointment, this was the first time the manager had moved directly from Birmingham to Villa.
I do see the issue with that, but that's only assuming that the manager was a Birmingham supporter, or like I could kind of understand that because they're the biggest rivals and everything, but that happens all the time. I feel like, at least. Maybe not specifically from your rivals, but new managers come in all the time. So I feel like managers should have that kind of sort of level of professionalism to not be all pissed. And it's like, oh, I'm just going to trash this team because I don't like them. They beat my guys the other week. I don't like them. I feel like I said, I feel like they're professional enough to not do shit like that. So
McLeish's contract was terminated at the end of the 2011-2012 season after Villa finished in 16th place, only just above the relegation zone. On 2nd of July 2012, Aston Villa confirmed the appointment of former Norwich City manager Paul Lambert as a replacement for McLeish. On 28th of February 2012, the club announced a financial loss of £53.9 million. Now let's go on to the colours and the badge of Aston Villa. The club colours are a claret red with sky blue sleeves, with white shorts with claret and blue trim.
Claret with no
sky
N?
blue socks with a claret and white trim. They were the original wearers of the claret and blue. Villa colours are the outside generally...
Yeah, West Ham United. What you guys gotta say about that? Taking our colors. Dicks. And I think that for people that would watch old football videos, watching Villa, and they start trying to watch the new, start just picking up from out of nowhere, they probably might think of West Ham. Fucking the Irons. I think that they would have thought that, because I think at first I was like, wait, I thought they were in the championship, and I watched, I was like, oh wait, that's not Villa. The fuck is going on?
comprised plain shirts, white, grey or a shade of blue, with either white or black
Look at
socks.
those.
For a few years after that, the team wore several different kits from all white, blue and black, red and blue to plain green. By 1880, black jerseys with a red lion embroidered on the chest was introduced by William McGregor. This remained the first choice strip for 6 years. The chocolate colour later became claret. Nobody is quite sure why claret and blue became the club's adapted colours. Due to Aston Villa's success in the Victorian and Edwardian eras, several football teams adopted their claret and blue colours, most notably West Ham United, Burnley and Crystal Palace until 1973.
Okay.
A new badge was revealed in May 2007. The new badge includes a star to represent the European Cup win in 1982 and has a light blue background behind Villa's lion.
Yep.
The traditional motto prepared remains in the badge, and the name Aston Villa has been shortened to AVFC, FC having been omitted from the previous badge. The lion is now unified as opposed to fragmented lions of the past. Randy Lana petitioned fans to help with the design of the new badge On the 2nd of June 2008, it was announced that Aston Villa would forego commercial kit sponsorship for the 2008-2009 season. Instead, they would advertise the charity Acorn's Children's Hospice, the first deal of its kind in Premiership history. The partnership continued until 2010, when a commercial sponsor replaced Acorns, with the hospice becoming the official charity partner. And finally,
okay, let's look at this. First Division Premier League. So, okay. Intertoto Cup winners. What is that? Is that even still around, or is that just changed to something different? I never knew that they went to the Division 3. That's insane. So that's what, League 1? That's insane. I didn't realize that they got... Well, I guess that makes sense, because they weren't always in the Premier League. So that makes sense that they got relegated twice. 3 times, if you want to count, what was it, 16, 17? 16? 15? One of those. So the Community Shield, I'm pretty sure that's what that is. Right? Oh, no, that's the FA. Is this the FA Cup, or is this the Community... No, that's the FA Cup. Pay attention. Watch. Look where you're looking at. Okay. So, they haven't really won anything in a while. I wasn't even born for any of their ones. Oh, for one of them. Okay. I won't tell you which one. I was already born for that one. I was not alive for any of the other ones. Okay. What else he's got to say?
Finally, let's go on to Aston Villa's honours. They've been the European Cup winners once, the European Super Cup winners,
That's another thing. Super Cup and European Cup. Which one's the Euros and which one counts as Champions League? And also, which is the dumbass that thought that bringing the Super Cup back? Is it the Super Cup that they wanted to have all the big teams in it, and then they didn't have to qualify for it or some shit? I'm pretty sure it was the Super Cup that someone was trying to bring back or trying to make a thing recently. And FIFA was like, anyone who participates in the Super Cup can't make it to the World Cup. Smart move, even if it is a bit shitty, you know. It's a childish move, but it worked. No more Super Cup, and it makes sense because I feel like you have to qualify if you want to play against the best in the world.
Intertoto Cup winners, the Football League champions of the First Division and Premier League quite a lot, the last time being in 1980. Division
7
2
times.
champions twice, Division 3 champions when they got relegated, FA Cup winners, last FA Cup win being in 1957, and the FA Charity Shield winners in 1981. That concludes Aston Villa's football history. I hope you've enjoyed and...
Okay, so that is definitely interesting. It's good to know the history. Now, again, this is only up to 2014, so this was before they got relegated a fourth time technically. Because if you want to count to the 3rd division, sure. So it's definitely cool to learn the history, and I think that this was definitely really interesting, even though, yeah, he probably should have practiced a little bit more. I understand wanting to get it done. You get excited about something and you want to start reading, and then you get into it and you're just like, oh, I'm not feeling it. There were points where it did feel like he just wasn't fully enthusiastic about it or something like that. There could have been probably a little bit more pictures or something. I don't know. But it's definitely was really interesting, and I liked it. I enjoyed it. And I'm glad that I am a Villa supporter now. Really cool. Thanks so much for watching. Like I said, if there's another video that covers Villa's history, I would love to know. Let me know in the comment section below, and hit me up with where it is to watch. Because I kind of looked through some of them. One of them had a financial history, which I didn't realize it was financial until I started watching it, so I just scrapped that video. I didn't really care about the financials about it. So there were some other ones, but it was more recent, and it had a lot of different little stories, which I'm definitely going to check out regardless. I think one of them was the building of Villa Park, and I'm definitely interested in that. I always love stories behind the stadiums and the actual parks themselves. It's always so fun to watch and learn about, because I know that here in the U.S. Okay, let me rephrase that. Certain parts in of the U.S. So here in San Jose, in the San Jose Bay Area region, so San Francisco, Oakland, San Jose, the tri-state area, Silicon Valley area, this whole Bay Area, we got some shitty ass people. I'm gonna say that right now. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, I'm a bit annoyed because so Sacramento, they've been trying to get into the league for however many years, maybe almost a decade now. I feel like they're like 3-4 years away from a decade, so quite a bit away. They got approved for a stadium site, and it was like 16-1. They had to get city's approval, the city approval, and everything, and it was almost unanimous, however you want to say it. And I'm seeing videos, and they're all jumping, they're all cheering. They're here in the U.S. here in San Jose area. You want to know how we had to sit? From what I didn't go to it because I had work the next day and whatnot, because I'm too busy working all the damn time. What they had to do, they had to sit on their hands, and this is what they had to do during the court session, trying to get the site approved for the Earthquake Stadium. Like, they had to, like I said, sit on their hands and shut the hell up. And it wasn't even a unanimous decision. It was like a 10-9 decision in favor for the Quakes. Like, we barely just got it. Barely. And there's this guy that came in, and this is right by the airport, by the way. Okay? So, it's a very nice stadium. I will give you that. But there's this resident that came in with this big old binder full of reasons why he doesn't want a soccer stadium by his house. Again, this is right by the airport. And the closest residential area is literally it's hella far away. I'm just going to say that right now. Every time I've driven by it, I don't think I ever really recognize any like houses for people to live in. Like, it's an industrial area type of thing. So there's literally across the street and whatnot. There's the airport stuff. Next to it is Roku. Next to that is other buildings and car parks and shit. On the other side is a gym, a gas station, a restaurant, I think. And on that is like and then right next to that is literally the freeway. And right next to that, I don't even know. Maybe that's where the housing is. I don't know. But it's like, he came in and he spent however long complaining on why there doesn't need to be a soccer stadium. But no, when there's an NFL stadium being built however far off, everyone's like, yes, we want NFL stadiums. Soccer though? No, fuck you. We don't want you. But everywhere else in the US, everyone's like, yeah, give us a stadium, guys. Woo! I'm a bit upset. I am salty, okay? Oh my gosh. It's very frustrating to hear how everyone else is like gets the stadiums and whatnot, and we're just being so cheap. We're not even bringing people in and whatnot. That's the life of the Earthquakes, though. That's why I chose to try and support an English team, because hopefully then I could have someone to cheer for all the time. I'm not saying that I can't cheer for my Quakes. I do. I just, when you get emotionally invested in a team, it's a lot. It drains you. Especially when the refs are shit. Let's just finish that thought right there. Thanks for watching. Subscribe for more content. Leave a like if you enjoyed this video. Leave a like if you enjoyed his video. Probably should have done a little bit of a job reading stuff out, but it is what it is, and I learned the history of Aston Villa. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys next time.